Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 39 of R.T.C. The Parenthood Years. And if you are returning, welcome back. And this is going to be the second last part of this Let's Play where I was taking a look at Parenthood. I realized there's actually a lot that comes after the kids age up, but I think this has gone on long enough, and I'll probably come back and revisit someone of the kids in the family a little later down the line, perhaps when something else has come out, and we'll use one of these kids in the family for that. But for now, we're going to continue. We're going to take a quick look because, of course, a couple of parts ago, or yes, 2 parts ago, when Arabella aged up, both Dimitri and Andi completed their Parenthood aspiration, the one that came with Parenthood. And I'm not sure what, I thought Andi was supposed to be doing some writing for her work, but she's not, and she works in a few hours, but she seems to want to go use the bar like they often do. I think what I will do is I will have her go work with little Sarah, because Sarah, when I was taking a look at her character values, they're much further off. I mean, she's good with responsibility and empathy, but her conflict resolution and manners, which are 2 things that parents can work with their kids on, they aren't maxed, though manners is pretty close. Whereas if you look at her little brother, Andrew, you know, he needs to work on his empathy a little bit, but he's actually maxed the other 3, and I think that might have been because we had Mason's dad work with him a little bit before he left, after Mason aged up to a young adult, because we did examine that a little bit at that point. But, and of course he has a little bit of emotional control to work on, which I find equally easy to work on as a child as I do as a teen, because teens can go jog to clear mind, and that works on that. And of course kids can play with their toys, play with emotion. So they each have their own special thing that they can do to work on emotional control, and they both can work in write in the book, the journal. But of course, as a teen, writing in the journal helps them with their writing skill. As a child, it only helps with creativity. So once you max your creativity, it doesn't actually give you any further benefit. But if you get to a certain level of an instrument, and I know it was accessed at 4 with one of my sim kids, they can play with emotion, which also helps work with their emotional control, and they can do that as a child or a teen. So let me go on to Andi, and she had a little bit of a hard day at work, stressed from work. I can't remember if I was just playing a little bit, I can't remember if she got she did get a promotion. She tried to call to get a bump, because she has maxed her charisma, but they didn't help at all, but she did manage to get a promotion. But I did have her working pretty hard, and that's probably why she came home stressed. So I'm going to have her come over and help. So we're going to encourage her good grades, and we may as well also encourage her doing her homework. So we'll do that, and let's see how that works. And the blue is she's just sad from her, her usual gloomy trait that she usually gets. I don't know whether we can encourage Nikki at all. Parenting, encourage, good grades. Let's try that. Just see if we can get her into a parenting, and can we do the same over here to help her keep her courage, good grades, to help her keep her needs static, because if you get into that parenting mode, then that can help with that. But she only has 3 she can do, and I don't know whether that'll actually really work very well. And of course, when Nikki came home from school, her fun was quite low, but she's maxed it now, so she doesn't really need to keep playing a computer game. That's why I had her set to do that. And so she may as well do her homework. Wrong one. And then she may as well write in her journal, because in her case that will help her. And let's see. Oh, it looks like she's got the sparkles, so she is in the full parenting mode now, I'm pretty sure. Why am I not seeing that? I thought that's what the sparkles would have done. I thought that's what they meant. And where's Nikki doing her homework? Oh well. That wasn't really, I was trying to do that just to help, and she's doing her homework here. So why don't we come over here and parenting, encourage doing homework. It might be too far away. Well, actually she wants to help her with her homework. So why don't we do that? I'm taking a little break from what I was planning on doing because I see... Why can't I help her with her homework? I must have missed it. Help with homework, there it is. Because I see that Sarah is eating, so I thought I would let her eat a little bit before we go and try and work on her conflict resolution and her manners. And of course, all of our food that Andi prepares doesn't go bad because she had completed both of the 2 main food aspirations. Not the hidden one, we haven't tried that one. I don't know that anybody has died in this save file, so I don't think there's a Grim Reaper anywhere around, so that would make it a bit difficult to do. Full parent mode, there she is. She does have it. So we're going to have her... Are you almost finished? I'm sure you're not very hungry, so we're going to have you teach to say sorry. You're hungry too. I think we need someone to do some rallying of the troops, but they're all busy eating, enjoying themselves. So... Now the question is, she's hungry, but is everything staying where it is? So they're working on that. And what I'm curious is if I flip over to our Sarah, is how fast that's going up. Now I know that was lower than the manners is almost maxed. So why don't we have her set up to... I'll go back to Andi and have her then do some... learning about sorry, and then we will have her teach to say please and thank you. Not play, to say please and thank you. Because of course our little guy here, Andrew, is doing quite well, but maybe he needs to go have a shower while they're doing that. Take a shower, and then you may as well work on your empathy by doing that over there. And then we'll go back and take a look at Sarah and see if we're seeing much progress with this conflict resolution. Is she still learning that? She is still learning sorry. You can't see that she's lined up the fact that she's supposed to be doing she's going to do the other things afterwards. She wants to do her extra credit. And what did she want to do? She wants to chat with Andrew. I'm just curious how many points, because of course the kids have completed all 4 of their childhood aspirations. So from that perspective, I usually am ready to age them up at that point. But with the addition of the character values, I do like to have the empathy, which is done, the manners, and the conflict resolution either maxed or pretty close to max, just so that it gives them a head start as teens, so they have less to do. So there we go. She looks like she's finished that. So she was, I think, down around here, so she did get a pretty good boost to that. But of course we can't compare because both of our parents have full parent mode, have completed that aspiration. So, and I think that's what that trait is supposed to do. Let's take a look at what it says. Of course, she has tons of traits. She's a very interesting, which she's either earned or purchased. So role model, that's from completing the super parent aspiration. Gives bonus character value scoring when near toddlers, children, or teens reward trait. So I'm thinking they have to actually be teaching them. They're not just standing by them. I don't know that just being by them would have any benefit whatsoever. And of course, Andrew doesn't need to work on either of these 2 things because he's fine, because he's maxed those. But I wonder if Dimitri went to volunteer, I think that's under travel, yeah, volunteer with Andrew because he needs to work on empathy, and then that can do it. Maybe we will volunteer at a nursing home, so we'll have him go do that. And I wonder if being with a parent with that trait helps boost the empathy you get. I'm not sure if I'll really know, to be honest. So she's now in a range to earn her good manners trait. So we're going to encourage learning please and thank you. And then we are going to be honest, I think the twins are not much younger than Nikki. So it's time for them to age up pretty soon. So I'm going to encourage learning please and thank you. So we do need to get this going. And then we are going to do some more sorry because she hasn't gotten to that range. Now let me take a look over here. That was actually the more important one. Oh, look, she's maxed her manners now. But she was pretty close to being in the range for that. And I think one session of this conflict resolution, one more session, she probably will, well, she'll have reached it. Whether she maxes it, she'll be pretty close, would be my expectation. So I'm going to have her finish that up. And then I think tomorrow night, we will probably have a birthday party for the twins, because it'll be time for them to age up. And I'll let you know whether I noticed anything special with Andrew and his empathy when he comes back. So we'll be back immediately for you, but tomorrow night for me to have their party. Well, it's Tuesday evening, and we're ready to have the birthday party for both Andrew and Sarah. So I am going to have Andi go under social and plan a social event, and I'll be back once I have invited everybody. So I ended up inviting everybody in the family, including Chloe, who is engaged to Mason, and also Heath, who lives with Arabella, of course. It's Arabella's boyfriend. I invited all of the Wakefields. Well, not all of the Wakefields, because we don't seem to know anymore the Pamela and Dave's toddlers, so we couldn't invite them. And for some reason, Andi doesn't actually know Connor very well, but whatever, she knows him well enough to be able to invite him at least. And Caden, of course, is Mason's little alien baby, because Mason was abducted. And I invited Lillian McGovern, who has been their nanny occasionally, and a couple of teens. I think I'll leave it at that, because of course our kids are going to become teens very soon. So I figured, and she only knew Kyle, and I don't remember if Kyle Flynn, well, as well as Mason, of course, she only also knew Kyle, and I think Kyle might be a kleptomaniac, so I didn't want to invite him. So that's why I've invited who I have. So we are not going to have a caterer, a mixologist, or an entertainer, because we don't need any of those, because we have those three things covered very easily with our Sims. And of course we will have it at their place, so I will see you when we get back into lib mode. So here we are, good there. Hopefully Andi was doing a lot of working out today. She ended up taking a day off of work. And they're not actually in very party clothes, I have to say. Why don't we have her make some drinks? Why don't you make drinks for everyone? And I'll stick with my usual root beer float if I can find it on here. Nope, gone too far. I obviously went by it in the first place. There we go. And we need to, the main goal is to blow out candles. And I don't actually like what Andi's wearing, so I'm going to have her change. I'm going to have some of them change, and then I will be back again. Though it might take a while for her to change. I'm surprised this is a party outfit for her. Would have thought that was an everyday outfit that she has on. So they've all been asked to change, so hopefully eventually they will change. And I'm not sure why they weren't in party outfits, because I was pretty sure usually for birthday parties they're in party outfits. And now we have to have some Sims dancing at the same time, and we don't currently need anyone to drink. So let's come. Well, there's one Sim dancing. Thank you, Mason. Dance together. Doing some slowness there. Oh, and look, we have two dancing. It's not counting. Oh, because Mason stopped. So we only have one. Why don't you... Oh, that's an interesting... Oh, I was going to say that's an interesting outfit, but it's not. It's just because they're standing two Sims in together. So we're going to do a cheerful introduction. I'm guessing that's to Sean and not to the guest, our nanny, who's in a very interesting hat. That's much better. Much, much better. Let's try that cheerful introduction again. That would be good. I don't actually know where she is on her popularity, friend of the world. She may... Yeah, she does need to introduce herself, but that wouldn't have counted because I switched to 2. Oh, maybe it did count. She was at 0, now she's at 1. Tell engaging story, and of course we know, I think, everybody else, don't we? Unless we don't know Connor anymore. We do know Connor. And do we know our little, I don't know what you'd call him. I guess he's a cousin. He's a cousin. Yeah, that's what he is. So we need to have still Sims dancing. Oh, we got that. Okay. So we're going to have Andrew age up first because he is the older one. So we're going to have him come and blow out candles, and then we'll see what crazy outfit he's going to age up in. I get to get my walls up so that I can get in a position to hopefully get a picture. Oh, luckily my pause worked. I'll be back as soon as I've got a shot. I got my shot now. Here's the dog. And there we go. Andrew aged up. Now I'll be back once I figure out what he's going. Oh, that's quite the hair I can see already. I'll be back. So I gave him the nerd brain aspiration, which is they want to be book smart and handy, and he is a geek. So that's, I thought those went well with the genius trait. So there we go. And he looks just lovely. Well, he looks okay other than the hair, and not sure about the outfit. I don't really like these short pants, I have to say. I wish we had less of them, I have to say too. So he wants to take a selfie because he has the photography skill, because right before I started, oh, Arabella has sent Andrew a gift. Look for it arriving in the mail soon. Very nice, of course, because we have the sim living outside of the house. That's why that is. Do we know Sean? We don't know Sean. But before we go on worrying about that, it is time for, we're going to take this cake and put it over here, and then swap this. I'll arrange the cake and be back. So the cake is fine, so I'm going to have Sarah now blow out the candles. Hopefully... Oh, he's just taking a picture all by himself. So move out of the way, please. Andrew, it's time for your sister to age up. For your twin to age up. Now we need to socialize one more hour with the birthday sim and compliment the birthday sim, which I always find a little bit of a struggle. I see we have some cake eating going on already. Where are you, Sarah? Are you coming? There we go. We get the walls back up so I can get, oh, we got that going. And I'll hit play. Oh, that didn't work very well. Can't even see her. She's so little. From that angle. It worked for the, Andrew. Well, that's quite the shot there. Let's try again. See if I get a better one. Another... Oh my goodness. Oh, I was going to say, oh my goodness, but that's actually the nanny there. She doesn't look too bad. I'm going to pick her aspiration and her trait too, and I'll be back. So I decided to give her friend of the animals and creative, since she's like her parents. So that didn't actually take me very long to pick. And I can't say that top the colors go, but then she didn't look very happy, I have to say. What's she doing here? Hug. So we need to compliment the birthday sim. So let's see if we can, I wonder if hopefully complimenting either of them will count. Congratulate does not work. And we need to eat cake. Hopefully Sims are eating some cake. I guess we can always just have people call to meal. Or they have to finish eating is what it is. So they may already be eating. And Arabella sent Sarah a gift. So we may find out what that is. But we'll probably end this at the end of this party, so we probably won't find out what it is. It's probably seeds or something like that. So we got some cake going on, cake eating going on, and we still need to compliment the birthday sim. So can we compliment your lovely outfit that you're wearing, Andrew? I think it's time already for a... So we'll compliment his outfit, even though it's kind of hideous. Oh, what's he doing? Wonder what, that was my only concern about inviting a toddler is, you know, we don't really have much, can't really control toddlers that aren't in the house. So let me see if we have a complimenting here. Compliment your outfit, and how about, can we compliment you also? compliment outfit, and let's hope, oh, no, they're not counting. And so then we need to play a birthday game with a sim, is what we need to do. So the cake has been eaten. We're chatting. Okay, forget that. Let's just do the complimenting that I want you to do, so we can get that over with, and then we can have them play a game. Maybe they can play a game together. I got one more done. So we're gonna have him go over. And I don't mean to do that. I'm gonna have him go play. And maybe invite Mason. As soon as you've got... No, wrong sim. Oh well. I meant to switch over to Andrew. Oh, I was wondering what was in the way, but it's just that great big... So we're going to have you go and play. But, I mean, other than we obviously need to get it to a goal, they're going to enjoy the rest of their party. Everybody's eating cake. There's a little sippy cup. And I'm going to have to give them makeovers. And then in the next part, I think we're going to celebrate somebody getting married. And that will be how we will end this Let's Play. And like I think I commented at the beginning, I hope to come back with one of the kids of the family, one of the 4, and follow them into their sort of young adulthood. But I'm not sure whether I'll do that. I may do that when another bigger pack comes out, if it seems to make sense. Or I'll just think of something to do with them. But it'll be a little while before I do that, probably. But we do have one more part left, and we will have a wedding for somebody in it. But I think we're going to leave it here. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, Let's Plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!